When I was young, I knew everything. She a punk who rarely ever took advice. For these sins, we were merely freshmen.
So, this is an average day with a freshman, always in the hall, not moving and not caring. Yeah.
I'm gonna break down these walls I built around myself. Let the walls break down. Let the walls break. I can't breathe, my body's shaking. You got away with the way you take me. We are the champions, my friend.
So, this is a typical day on the sophomore hallway when you can walk straight down, see almost all the way down. Because we just clump up and get bigger and bigger.
And we think friendships are important.
Okay.
I don't care, we just do it and get in the way of people.
Alright. Well, you know, the hallways are kind of small. We're not allowed to talk in classrooms. And we like to talk in groups, so, you know.
And sometimes we like to see the reaction if we block the hallways. Maybe lock arms and have them run into it.
Because they're stupid and we're immature and we're not that mature, so we're not going to stand by the lockers like normal people. So we like to be in people's way. What happened?
Tell me that it's not just for me.
Well, half of the class is kind of annoying and half of the class is kind of good.
A lot of immature kids, I'd say.
What's immature about them?
They
Well,
stay in
you
the middle of the
know,
hallway.
just act like little kids.
So how do you feel about your freshman class?
I think they're really immature and they need to grow up.
Loser, 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 loser.
How do you feel about freshmen?
Freshmen are alright, you know. We were freshmen one time too. But they can be really annoying sometimes, they can be really cool. Like, I'm best friends with some freshmen. But they can run around the hall and act stupid and they don't move. And sometimes they'll shove you when you're upperclassmen, sort of. And they're just like little people. And they just run around, push you and push each other. And they just crowd in the hall. And you can't move and you'd be like, excuse me. And they just sit there looking at you. So then you go, move.
How do you feel about freshmen in general?
Well, I feel that freshmen are kind of annoying. They always clog up the halls, and they're immature, and they're just little babies.
Well, how do you feel about freshmen?
Some freshmen are okay, and some of them are extremely annoying, who think they know what they're doing and think, oh yeah, I'm so cool, I'm in high school, I'm a freshman. But really, they're not that cool, and they act really stupid all the time. But there are some really cool freshman girls that I know, and they're a lot of fun hanging around.
So, Kala, why do you avoid the freshman hallway?
Because they're all incredibly annoying, and I can't get through because they all go, and it's just stupid.
Oh, didn't see you there. My name is Anthony Mercurio. I'm a junior at SMCC. I was in Miss Todd's class last year. Hi, Miss Todd, miss you. Keaton, I know you're in that class. Well, we're talking about the freshmen. I think that freshmen are very annoying. Being an upperclassman this year, I've taken the advantage of picking on 2 or 3 of them. I think that they can tend to be very annoying in every circumstance. Like in this video, Chad and Dylan pop up way more times than they need to. I think that when they're talking in the morning, which it's the morning, you don't really need to be talking that much, you need to be sleeping. You could do it by the lockers if you need to. I know a lot of the freshmen are probably copying papers. A lot of kids are into that their freshman year. You can do that by the locker. That way the teachers won't see you. I of course don't condone that. I definitely condone that action because that's cheating. That's wrong. Plagiarism is not a good thing, especially in lit classes. I think that the freshmen need to learn their place. Just have respect for their elders, and then one day the freshmen will have respect for them when they're juniors and seniors, and just have fun the rest of the year, and it's fun.
You'd better think.
I find it annoying.
Anything else?
No.
Freshmen standing in the middle of the hall.
They shouldn't, because people need to walk there.
So, how do you feel about freshmen standing in the middle of the hallways?
Do I go now? Okay. I think they should move because it's been a whole year now. They should have adjusted well enough to get out of my way, our way. Yeah.
How do you feel about freshmen standing in the middle of the hall?
I think it can be annoying sometimes.
I think they need to move. They create a problem for people getting through. They should always be on either side, but they never are. They get too involved in their conversations and forget where they're at. I really think they don't know where they're at yet. Or they know, but they just have more fun speaking to their buddies. They don't really care. Because there are other people out there to get through.
I think it's annoying in that it affects how I get to class and if I'm later.
How do you feel about the freshmen standing in the middle of the hallway?
Well, I feel absolutely horrible. They're always just stand there. They don't move at all. It really just upsets me, right?
Yeah, it really upsets me too. They just stand there and think they own the hallway, but they don't. They have to understand there are other people here.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about freshmen standing in the middle of the hall?
Well, in my opinion, I think they should be off to the side, maybe like this, cowering in fear of all upperclassmen in there. Like this guy, for instance, take him. He should be like this when we come through. But instead, it's like...
Hello, my name is AJ Mercurio. You might have seen me previously in this video under the pen name Anthony Mercurio. I'm back with my dearest brother Nicholas to talk about the freshmen and their clumping of the hallways. Nicholas, your thoughts?
My thoughts?
Yes, your thoughts.
I agree with what you said earlier. They're pretty annoying most of the time. There's plenty of room on the lockers. I don't see why they can't make use of it.
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah, there's like I said, there's plenty of room, locker space. The middle of the hallway is for walking. So, but your thoughts?
They clump in the hallways, and I'm already sick of it. I think that, for Pete's Peppers, they need to get out of my way. I think that everyone should have the right to walk, like on the road. If you're driving, you don't see me driving in the middle of the road just like, oh, my car's talking to other cars, so I'm going to get in your way. No. You need to stay on the correct side of the road. So freshmen need to stay on the side of the locker road in the highway of school.
That's probably not a good analogy for you. There's plenty of things you do on the road that shouldn't be said.
We're not talking about my driving record right now.
So do you have any ideas about what to do with this whole freshman situation?
Yeah, I think we should open up the basement and put the lockers in the basement with the asbestos. Well, we could clean that out in the summer, but for the most part, the freshmen should be in the dungeon. That's where they belong as freshmen, and they eventually work their way upstairs as sophomores.
And I had the idea we could just eliminate the freshman class, in general.
No.
Just have kids start off as sophomores, right?
Who would we pick on?
I always think that. Do you have any words of advice for the freshmen to help them?
When people hit you, don't hit back.
Right.
If they're older than you, they're bigger than you, make sure you let them beat you up. It's just a thing. Freshmen, it happens.
Okay. I have a message for freshmen. Alright, you see this?
No, I don't want to wear it.
Alright, well, that's a graduation cap, and you have to graduate to get one. So, you got to make it to senior year, and I know a lot of people who wouldn't let you make it to senior year if you don't stop clumping the hallways. So, you know what I'm saying? You get this?
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm sure there's plenty of people who have plans of things to do with freshmen. And, like you said, the dungeon or worse, but we're not going to go there.
Yeah. Stay classy.
Okay. Hi, I'm going to be going to SMCC next year. I'm going to be a freshman, and I am not going to stand in the middle of the hallway when I'm talking to my friends. I'm going to be like by my locker, you know, talking to my friends and stuff, instead of standing in the middle of the hallway so people like fall and trip over me and can't get through, and that would just be kind of rude and stuff. So that'd be kind of pointless. I mean, why would you stand in the middle of the hallway if people can't get through? They gotta get to class. You'll be late if you stand in the middle of the hallway, and it's all your fault. So I will not stand in the middle of the hallway when I am talking to my friends.